बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम फ्रेंड्स, उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। फ्रेंड्स, आज के सेशन में हम डिस्कस करते हैं हाउ डज़ अ कार इंश्योरेंस वर्क्स। तो वीडियो की तरफ बढ़ने से पहले हम आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और साथ ही कि बेल के आइकन को प्रेस करें ताकि हमारी आने वाली न्यू वीडियो सबसे पहले आप तक पहुंच सके। तो चलिए फ्रेंड्स, हम सबसे पहले देखते हैं कि व्हाट इज़ अ कार इंश्योरेंस एंड हाउ डज़ इट वर्क। Car insurance is a type of financial protection that covers the cost of another driver's medical bill, and repairs if you cause an accident with your car, or in case your car is stolen or damaged some other way. तो ये था कि ये ऑटो इंश्योरेंस या कार इंश्योरेंस होती है, ये फाइनेंशियल प्रोटेक्शन की एक टाइप है। ये उस सूरत में आपको प्रोवाइड की जाती है कि जब आपकी कार से किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है तो उसको मेडिकल रिकवरी देनी हो, या उसकी मेडिकल बिल्स उसको फुलफ़िल करना हो, या उसकी कार को रिपेयर करना हो कंपनसेशन के लिए, तो आपको कार इंश्योरेंस दी जाती है। या इसके अलावा आपकी कार अगर स्टोल हो जाती है, चोरी हो जाती है या डैमेज हो जाती है, तो उस सूरत में भी आपको ऑटो इंश्योरेंस या कार इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी दे दी जाती है। तो देखते हैं, कार इंश्योरेंस प्रोटेक्ट्स यू फ्रॉम पेइंग और फॉर अनदर ड्राइवर्स इंजरी एंड रिपेयर बाय योरसेल्फ आफ्टर यू cause a collision. Some type of the insurance also pay for damage to your own vehicle. To use your car insurance, you must file a claim. Once you make a claim, your company will evaluate the damage and pay a settlement up to your policy limits. रेडी टू शॉप अ कार इंश्योरेंस, यहाँ पे हमें तरीका बताया गया है कि किस तरह से लेते हैं। मोस्ट स्टेट्स एंड many lenders require you to carry auto insurance coverage. In order to keep your car insurance policy active, you will have to pay your monthly premiums on time. If your policy lapses, you will be able to drive legally or pay more for coverage in the future. इसके जो की पॉइंट्स हैं वो हम डिस्कस करते हैं। The different forms of car insurance protect you from paying for expensive medical bills and property damage yourself. कहते हैं कि आपकी जो कार इंश्योरेंस है वो आपको प्रोटेक्ट करती है कि जो मेडिकल एक्सपेंसेस जो होते हैं, जिसकी बिल की एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं, उसको पूरा करती है, और प्रॉपर्टी जो आपसे डैमेज होती है या आपकी अपनी प्रॉपर्टी जो डैमेज हुई होती है उसको फुलफिल करती है। Liability car insurance covers the cost of other drivers' injuries and property damage after an accident you cause. जो कहते हैं लाइबिलिटी जो है कार इंश्योरेंस की, वो आपकी कॉस्ट जो होती है, कवर द कॉस्ट ऑफ अदर ड्राइवर्स इंजरीज, जो दूसरे ड्राइवर आपकी कार की वजह से इंजर होते हैं उनकी भी एक्सपेंसेस कवर करती हैं, या फिर आपका जो अपना एक्सीडेंट की वजह से अपना लॉस होता है उसको भी कवर करती हैं। सम टाइप्स ऑफ द कार इंश्योरेंस कैन आल्सो पे टू फिक्स योर कार आफ्टर इट्स डैमेज्ड in a collision or by a non-driving hazard like a tree branch. Car insurance does not cover regular maintenance issues, wear and tear, or damage that's more expensive to repair than the amount of the insurance you have. कहते हैं कि कार इंश्योरेंस जो है आपकी जो अमाउंट जितनी दी होती है उससे ज़्यादा का एक्सपेंस नहीं बर्दाश्त करती। हाउ कार इंश्योरेंस वर्क, मेरा टॉपिक हमारा है कि कार इंश्योरेंस किस तरह से वर्कआउट करती है। Your auto insurance policy is an agreement between you and the insurance company. ऑटो इंश्योरेंस जो पॉलिसी होती है वो आपके दरमियान और आपकी जो इंश्योरेंस कंपनी होती है उसके दरमियान एक एग्रीमेंट होता है। As long as you continue to pay for coverage, the provider will cover the cost of the injuries, vehicle repairs and other types of the property damage. कहते हैं कि जितना ज़्यादा आप अपने इसको पे करेंगे इंश्योरेंस को, तो उतने ज़्यादा आपको ये जो प्रोवाइडर होता है आपकी इंजरीज़ की कास्ट प्रोवाइड करता है, और व्हीकल अगर रिपेयर करनी हो तो उसकी जितनी अमाउंट हो वो भी आपको देता है। और इसके अलावा आपकी जो टाइप जो होती है प्रॉपर्टी की, वो जो डैमेज होती है उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आपको पेमेंट वापस करते हैं। When you purchase car insurance, you will choose coverage limits that determine the amount of the financial protection you receive from your policy. If you increase your policy car insurance limits, the money you owe car your insurance premiums goes up. ठीक है, कहते हैं कि आपकी जो अगर आप उसको मज़ीद आगे बढ़ाना चाहें इंश्योरेंस, जो आपने इंश्योरेंस की अपने एग्रीमेंट की उससे ज़्यादा आगे आप बढ़ाना चाहें तो उसको कहते हैं इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम गिव्स अप, ठीक, गिव्स अप, गोज़ अप। You use your insurance when your car is damaged, stolen, or after an accident with another driver. While the source of the damage and who was the possible effects, how to claim process works, and whose insurance pays for damage. Generally, you make a claim to avoid payment for the cost of an accident yourself. Also, insure follows the car, which means if a friend or family member borrows your car and causes an accident, your insurance policy will cover the damage. An insurance company can choose to pay you or or a mechanic for the cost of repairing your car. If your car is a lease, a claim may be paid to your leaseholder or creditor. इसके बाद है हाउ डू कार इंश्योरेंस क्लेम्स वर्क्स। कार इंश्योरेंस में अगर कोई क्लेम करना हो तो वो किस तरह से वर्कआउट करता है। टू मेक अ क्लेम टू कवर द कॉस्ट ऑफ injuries and property damage after an accident, an insurance claim is like make a record of the event that claimed your car that your insurance company worries. Often you file a claim for damage and your claim is verified, your insurer can cover the costs. Many of these most well-known insurance companies allows drivers to make claims online or by using the insurer's app. When you initiate a claim after an accident, your insurer will ask you for the following details. ये जो डिटेल्स हैं इसके बारे में आपसे पूछा जाएगा। कंटैक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम एनी अदर ड्राइवर्स एंड विटनेस, किसी और ड्राइवर या विटनेस से आपकी वो कंटैक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन लेंगे। नंबर 2, वेदर एनी वन वॉज इंजर्ड, वो पूछेंगे आपसे कि क्या कोई इंजर्ड हुआ है। लाइसेंस प्लेट नंबर एंड डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ एनी अदर कार्स involved, photos and descriptions of the scene and any damage, names and details of the responding law enforcement officers. During the claims processes, you will find you will have to work with an insurance adjuster. An adjuster determines fault after an accident and decides how much you are owed for damages. If your claim is successfully, you will get a period for the cost of your damage and injuries. What does car insurance cover? कार इंश्योरेंस क्या कवर करती है? कार इंश्योरेंस covers by paying for injuries and property damage caused by the different covered sources. The damage your policy covers depend on and the amount of car insurance you have and had household for the damage was. If you have fault receives encourage to meet your stats requirement, you have to minimum requires policy, a policy with the comprehensive amount you can pay. Legally इसमें liability insurance क्या है? Liability insurance is also called as third party auto insurance. इसको थर्ड पार्टी ऑटो इंश्योरेंस भी कहा जाता है। Liability insurance keeps you from having to pay for the injuries and damage you cause of other people and their vehicles or property. After a crash that you cause, the other driver make a claim with your insurer for the damage. If you have enough coverage, You will not have to pay for the damage yourself. Number two, coverage insurance. Full coverage insurance क्या है? If you added comprehensive and collision coverage to your property, you are fully covered from damage that you cause to your own car minus from deductible. Full coverage also covers it the cost of repairing your car even if it's not damaged in an collision. For example, full coverage insurance applies to damage from weather, animal and power. आगे हम देखते हैं कि what does a car insurance not cover. कार इंश्योरेंस क्या चीज़ कवर नहीं करती. While full coverage car insurance provides a significant amount of protection, it does not cover everything. Truly, full coverage is a myth. Car insurance covers most types of the damage that are sudden and accidental, but damage that occurs slowly cover a time of cover over a time is not covered, not in its standard required maintenance. This includes maintenance problem like faulty wipers or a malfunctioning steering system, regular wear and tear like worn out tires. Number 3, mechanical failure or a engine failure. Number 4, educational background. You may be able to get coverage for regular repairs through mechanical breakdown insurance (MBI) or it's offered by your insurance company, though it can be expensive. MBI pays for damage to the mechanical part of your car like new brakes, engine parts or a blown transmission. What are the types of car insurance? कार इंश्योरेंस की हम अब टाइप्स देखते हैं. Whether you have minimum or full coverage your car insurance, your policy is actually made up of various types of the coverage with their own rules. Depending on your needs, your car, your driving habits, and what you can afford, you can add different types of the car insurance to a basic policy. For example, someone with an older vehicle that is completely paid off may only want liability coverage and roadside resistance, while someone with a new, more expensive car may want liability comprehension, comprehensive collision gap insurance and roadside insurance. इसमें देखते हैं टाइप्स ऑफ द कवरेज. नंबर 1, लाइबिलिटी में क्या क्या होता है. pays for damage or injuries you cause to other people and their property, divided into two parts: bodily injury liability and property damage liability. Number 2, comprehensive, pay to repair or replace your car when it is damaged by falling objects, vandalism, storm, weather, animals, or theft. Number 3, collision, pay to repair or replace your car when it is damaged in a collision. Number 4, personal injury protection (PIP), pay for you and your passengers' medical expenses after an accident regardless of who was at fault. Number 5, uninsured or underinsured motorist or UIM, pays for medical costs when someone else causes an accident and does not have the insurance they need to cover it. Next है roadside in assistance, pay for emergency services when you are stranded on the side of the road, including towing, tire changing, and gas, oil, and battery delivery. Gap coverage, pays the difference between what will still owe on a loaned or leased car and its depreciated value if it gets totaled. totaled. How I need car insurance. कार इंश्योरेंस कैसे ज़रूरत होती है? Drivers must have car insurance in every state except New Hampshire and Virginia. However, drivers in both of these states are still financially responsible for any damage they cause in an accident. Since car insurance works by protecting you from paying for medical bills and damages yourself, every driver should have coverage even if the law does not require it. If you lease or finance your cars, you will probably also be required to have more than the minimum amount of the car insurance. Your lessor or line holder may require you to have comprehensive and collision coverage to protect the car while you are still making payments. How to buy car insurance? कार इंश्योरेंस किस तरह से बाय की जा सकती है? You can buy car insurance directly from an insurance company, though an agent, or by using an online marketplace like Policy Genius. No matter where you choose to buy insurance, there are several steps you should take. Number 1, figure out how much car insurance coverage you need. Number 2, fill out an application including your age, your zip code, and your driving history. Number 3, get your quotes and compare coverage options and rates. Number 4, pick a car insurance company and get insured. Number 5, cancel your old car insurance policy. If you are switching car insurance companies, you should make sure you have your new policy in place before canceling your existing one. That's why you can avoid a lapse in coverage which would raise your rates significantly when you go to apply for insurance. While there are few ways you can get car insurance, we recommend comparing rates from multiple companies to get the best rate in your area. We can provide you with quotes from a variety of the companies and help guide you through the insurance buying progress. What to look for when comparing car insurance quotes? इसमें एक आता है cost, number 2 coverages, number 3 policy term length, number 4 third party ratings. ये सारे हमारे पास इसमें इंक्लूड होते हैं. तो what does a car insurance cost? The way that auto insurance works means that you pay more for higher insurance limits in order to avoid being seriously financially affected by high medical bills and expensive repairs after a crash. This means that the cost of the car insurance depends on the amount of the coverage you have. We found that the cost of the minimum coverage car insurance for a 30-year-old driver that meets your state's liability requirements in $617 per year. A full coverage policy for the same driver in $1725 per year. Minimum coverage your car insurance is 64% cheaper than the cost of the being fully covered. तो फ्रेंड्स, ये था हमारा आज का सेशन अबाउट ऑटो इंश्योरेंस. तो उम्मीद करते हैं आपको पसंद आया होगा. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज़.